June 4th. Roll call. Mr. Jumper.
Here.
Mr. Edens.
Here.
Ms. Dyer.
Here.
Mr. Nezra.
Here.
Mr. Hubbard.
Here.
Okay. Mr. Mahoney's on his way. Any old business? New business?
No new business. The only change to the agenda was under number 3, building permits for 36th Avenue LLC. We reduced it to a conceptual review.
Okay. On the diocese, there's a sign-up sheet. If you could please sign in, greatly appreciate it. We'll start with signed permit applications. Marriott.
There he is.
Excuse me, please.
Yes.
Did we do the minutes?
Sorry.
No.
No.
We left that for Seth.
Yeah, we left it for Seth so he can do a little
Yeah,
more.
we gotta do the minute, no, do the minute thing,
Where we at?
do the minute thing.
We flip flops.
So everybody had a chance to review last meeting's minutes?
Motion to approve.
Is there a second?
Second.
Mr. Jerem, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? So moved.
I've already done all of them.
All right, so we're on number 1.
Number 1.
Right on time. Look at that. Marriott, name for the record?
Brandon Rose.
Swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth?
Yes.
All right.
So basically they're rebranding to the new name and that's what they want to do in the building, same channel letter concept.
Okay, and you're all gonna, or someone, you're all making repairs to the building in reference to the change of the letters? Or would they go on the same?
They will,
ends?
yes, it'll be
Same
repaired.
raceway, same
Same
pins?
place, same placement, they'll take it all and repair the building, put it back.
Okay, fine,
Like
motion
it
to
never
approve.
happened. Just updated.
Second.
Motion, Mr. Edens, second, Mr. Jumper. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed?
On install.
So moved.
Yeah.
All right, Bank of America.
Sorry. Good luck, everybody. Hey, good seeing you guys.
Your name for the record?
Melissa Taylor.
You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth? All right.
So they're just gonna install, these, sorry, this is my first one, face split channel letters, with the, runway matching the brick, and then the address labels to the corner of that window,
Does the raceways going in that slot just
where
like
it's
all the
already
others?
the app,
Does
yep.
that picture, does that building need wash or something, or does he paint it, or is that just the picture?
I think it's just a picture.
Okay, motion to approve.
Motion, Mr. Edens,
Second.
second, Mr. Jerem. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? So moved. Thank you. Tools on call. Your name for the record?
So that,
And you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth?
yes. So what we did is we increased the tools on call handyman cleaning to a 1-inch acrylic painted and changed up the menu on the right window and added a door graphics back.
Motion to approve.
Motion, Mr. Edens, is there a second?
I'll second.
Second, Mr.
Yes.
Nezra. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? So moved.
Thank you.
Thank you. Aurora Indian Kitchen. Name for the record.
Layer juice, no fast signs.
Swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth?
I do. Just replacing it with a push through with a halo around it, so light coming through and then also around the edges.
And again, you'll repair the building behind, whatever.
Exactly, yes.
Okay.
Motion.
Motion, Mr. Jerem,
I'll say that.
second, Mr. Ara. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? So moved.
Have a great meal.
Keeper? Keeper or Kiver? Kiver or Keeper? Keeper. Keeper? Keeper.
I think they say McIver.
Kiver Funeral Home?
Yeah.
Name for the record.
Hey, Debbie Jenkins, Tyson Son Company.
You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
Oh, that's why I asked before. You got it wrong.
Oh, there you go. You remember that from school.
I believe so. So y'all probably very familiar with this building, not far away. It's It's gonna become the beach or the coastal chapel for McKeever that already exists and has for many years in Conway. Second location, a fresh coat of paint on the sign and the retainers black, fresh coat of white on the address symbols that are plate aluminum, and new panned and embossed acrylic bases.
Are you increasing that base height from what's existing?
No, it's just got some tall shrubs around it. Not touching the cabinet, just literally painting and refacing.
You're just showing the true height, actually. at the
That's
base.
the true height
Yeah.
before shrubs.
Okay.
When you say pan and emboss, is it just the, what, the McIver portion that's embossed?
And the
rest-
bar,
And the bar?
McIver and the bar are embossed. The other letters are too small to emboss, but then the entire perimeter is raised and panned out.
And then this is a white acrylic?
Correct.
Okay. Yeah.
I'll make
Yeah, like it's.
Motion,
Yeah.
motion, Mr. Jumpster? Jumpster? Yeah. Oh, sorry, that's all. Everybody. Motion, Mr. Jumpster, is there a second?
Second.
Second, Mr. Eden? Oh, no, I don't want that one.
No.
All in favor? Any opposed? So moved.
Thank y'all.
CE HVAC Solutions,
Yes, sir. How you guys today?
name for the record.
Justin Mooney, Skyline Signs.
Swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth.
Yes, sir. I'm just gonna put up a 40 square foot logo cabinet sign on the front elevation. I'll move the old one.
How big is the C in that, just for reference? It's about the same size as the existing one.
Yes, sir. Look, what is that?
And again, you'll make the repairs on the sign reference to take any other things off?
I'm sorry, sir.
You'll make the repairs for the other, I guess the one on the raceway after it's taken off? you'll
Yes,
make
sir. That's
repairs?
correct.
Okay.
We paint to match, because I'm guaranteed that's gonna be a different color behind there as well.
Okay.
So hang on, this is a sign box?
Can you describe the construction?
Yeah, explain it a little
Push
more.
through.
Yeah,
Oh,
push through, push through, push through.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
It's half-inch raised. It'll project a half-inch.
Motion to approve.
Yeah,
You got the,
I'll second.
logos on the glass as well, but it looks good.
There's motion, Mr. Eden, second, Mr. Hubbard. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? So moved. Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Have a good one.
Showtime Auto Glass. Your name for the record.
Jeremy Solheim.
You swear to tell the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth.
Yes, sir. Any questions? You want me to tell you what I want to do?
Tell us what you want to do, or how it is.
So this is how it's been for years. I bought the old custom care building on Broadway. And all I'm trying to do is turn it to that from custom care. I'm using the same signs, just taking the vinyl off and throwing ours on. And painting. So it's going from white to red.
And the mural, is it,
I'm not touching that. I
you're not?
don't know what to do about that.
Uh-huh.
Just, we've been having customers having a hard time finding our building, and we have zero signage up,
Mhm.
and we've been getting yelled at a whole bunch.
Mhm.
I'm not even gonna worry about this, because I think that couldn't even get approved for, I started rendering stuff, and I'm like, well, according to approval, I don't even wanna touch that.
The awning's not in the best of shape.
Well, for clarification, you replaced the awning, right? Awning is.
The
brand new.
people that owned it
Right.
replaced it right before I bought the building.
So there's
it's
no
a
signage on
brand
the
new
awning.
awning.
No branding on it.
Yeah.
There's no
There's nothing
branding
on
on the awning.
It's clean.
I hear they're about to change zoning rules, and I'm hoping I'll be able to allow a bigger sign on it, because right now, what you're allowed would just look dumb. So I'm not gonna touch the awning. I just want at least my name on this whole sign. So just pulling the sign down, painting it red, and putting my name and logo on it, and putting it back.
And what are you doing where, the area where it said car stereo?
I'll just match this paint and finish it off so it looks like it hasn't been so screwed up, you know? It looks nasty right now, I
Get the
don't want it to
glue
look
off of
gross.
the building? and
What's that?
You're gonna get the glue off of the building? and
Oh,
clean it
absolutely, I'm gonna get out there and clean it all up.
And you may have to touch up the green a little bit. And have you considered possibly using maybe some letters, like with some relief, rather than just a flat vinyl panel?
I'm trying to go cost efficient, so I know how to do that.
I'm trying to find well, I think we'd like to find the most cost efficient for you, but still trying to keep in keeping with the rest of the area and what's being done there. And I think some people may have some solutions to that, better than this, I guess.
Well, Jeff, let me just talk out loud here.
Sure,
a little bit,
please.
If that's okay, and I'll do it through questions. It seems like there's a mural there, and that's a painterly thing, painted, right? It's a painted mural, obviously, so there's this kind of charm to a mural. I think that custom care, auto top, whatever, that's an old legacy thing, they just kind of slapped that on there. The only argument to be made for something flat there at this building, perhaps, would be, especially if you integrated your phone number and the color in as a painted thing, and didn't overrun the green part of the mural, like if there was a way,
Pull everything up
just pull
above.
everything up above and
Absolutely.
fix the green, like rather than.
Yeah.
I would be honest with you, I would rather not have the phone number on there at all. Just
Right.
Yeah.
Complete the
Yeah.
mural
Yeah.
as supposed to be.
So-
I'm just trying to go from, you used to say car stereo,
Right.
and I'm just trying to go, just change the letters.
I think because the mural is it's a nice mural, but it's got a lot going on. Something simple is going to read the best.
Yeah.
So I guess I understand, we normally do look for raised letters on the signage. I'm
Okay.
just saying, because there's a mural there, and it's just for discussion, I mean, I think it
There's
could
enough
be
entertainment
considered.
there to know.
Yeah, but that's just.
It's also in
my
a
take.
You mean
transitional zone where you're kind
Consider
of at the end of
doing
the.
painting or, yeah, I understand that. Yeah, because that is kind of the old way of
Yes.
doing such signage,
Yeah,
which it looks good.
I generally think if you were just to take the entire design and pull it up to the top instead of painting the blue and then fill in
Yes.
the rest of the mountain landscape below,
Mhm.
I think it would be great. It would actually put it a slightly higher. I think raised letters would detract from the mural. And once again, I think from the front of the building standpoint, the limited amount of signage for that district is very tough to do something else. So, especially with that awning there, so.
Couldn't you do
this
like
is
some
a
black painted?
Site-specific instance here.
Let's make that a motion. We'll leave the main sign as installed, raise it to the top of the building, complete the rest of the mural after clearing it up back to original condition, meaning prior to them installing the sign.
Well, they
They
painted the mural around that sign.
So.
So there's,
They-
that
they-
is
as
original.
if
It's supposed to be.
That's
That's
original.
The car
You'll have to get
stereo.
your
the
artist-
green
You'll have to
stereo, the
complete
car
it.
stereo.
I got you. So you want me to just move that to the top of the building,
Correct, and just finish
And
off
then-
the mural.
and put a little mountain
put
there.
it on my Bob Ross hat?
That's
Yes,
it.
sir.
That's
There you
the
go. A
one.
little bit of
Yes.
green paint to finish the mountainside.
Yes, sir.
How about that?
I'll get a wig too, man. I'll
I
let
don't
you know I
want
did
to,
it.
that's why I said just the sign
Happy
that's
clouds.
installed right now.
But he's clarifying not that the phone number
Just the
doesn't-
sign that's currently installed without permit, not the proposed no phone number.
Okay. So
That's
just
my
bring
motion.
this guy up and then fix the rest of the jinkiness.
Yes,
Right.
sir.
Yeah.
Big
I'll
one.
do that.
All right,
All right.
is that a motion?
Yes, sir.
All right, I'll second that.
Motion, Mr. Nazareth, second, Mr. Hubbard. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Aye.
Two. So moved.
We're good then?
Yep.
All right.
Rivian flavors. Name for the record, please. You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth? Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I think so.
It is.
Well, I mean, it's not really, you can't design it.
Yeah, you can't. All right, next up.
Yes, sir.
Rivian flavors.
This is gonna be child letters, and the daytime gonna be black letters, but at night we're gonna do a perforated face. That way the light will come through, so it'll be white at night.
Okay, I have one question. With your square footage, how much did you use? Did you use all of it?
Did some. Just out the, what I have, I believe is only 25 square.
All right, hold on now. How much?
Double check.
About 180.
Yeah, they're well under their square footage allotment.
I was gonna say,
And they're using two
Because
sides.
we
whereas
didn't
there's
have
one
that
side.
freestanding sign anymore, so.
Yeah, so they could
it needs.
increase it.
Yeah, it needs to be increased.
bigger. Yes, please. No?
We like that better.
Oh, no, I think it's way too small and dull for the building at the moment, so.
Well, I do too.
um,
But after looking at Mr. Stubb, it's hard to kind of.
We do have a second option, so.
I do have a second option with their original logo. We try to do that because the next doors, that's all they have with just simple channel letters, so we just try to match
Should
everybody
be
on
within the same thought.
match everybody on the plaza, so don't wear, you know.
The diagram.
I'm pretty sure they're gonna come back with a lot of window graphics.
Last time was trying to,
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, it's true.
was trying to work with Mr.
Yeah,
It's just way too square.
yeah, it's just not gonna, and you say white at night, I'm not, I don't know how well that's gonna
That's
read.
a much better logo.
Yeah. Oh,
But
that-
that part of the
Oh, yeah.
original one, the last time we were,
But that's better that way, rather than having the graphics behind, I mean, it's better.
It is better.
Is that maxed out on size?
No, that's the thing, it needs to be bigger.
You don't hear us say that very often.
No.
no.
Very often.
I like that.
Well, here, bigger is better. Yeah.
That's
For
exactly
sure.
the same thing we said last time. It's an iconic corner that we really
It
want to
is.
preserve somewhat the feel of it.
Yeah, I think you can take that whole thing up to 5 feet.
I agree.
Yes.
Yeah, I think it needs to be
And,
increased in
and
size.
I think you
that
could
flavor of that is so
Have
much
some
better.
motion where you like the design and allow the staff to work with him to maximize up to the maximum amount he's allowed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
to the quarter inch.
Maximum is allowed.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do you want to see it again?
Well, let's just see, how tall is that
Yeah.
canopy? What's the number there? Zoom in a little bit if you don't mind.
3,
Right now it's only 3
He's
foot by
showing
8
that.
foot.
That's the sign.
Oh, that's nice.
That canopy is.
The whole thing's
about
8 foot.
Yeah, 8 foot long, 3 foot high.
Oh, that's small.
Yeah,
I mean, for
agree
that
with
big
you
But
on
that's
5
his,
foot.
that's his proportion
Increase
to the
it by
building.
20%.
Anything for that big can?
Yeah, let's push it up to a
Yeah, it
maximum of
is.
5
I
foot
think it
tall.
needs to be maxed out.
Yeah, absolutely.
Should we consider it being positioned where Mr. Sub was, centered on those windows, or just for conversation purposes?
But see,
We're
also,
gonna come back to that.
yeah, but you know, also it does have a little bit of a different flavor when it's like what you just said.
Yeah, I think it needs to come back. I'm a little concerned
Yeah.
that once it goes big, the position on the building might
Yes.
change a little bit.
Agreed.
And then the other part of the conversation is the side view, because we
Well,
didn't have a sign there.
Plus, if you remember, Mr. Sub used to have the little sub logo, and that kind of balanced it out where
It
it
did.
fell off, it couldn't get repaired, so they
Right.
left the letters. That's why the letters were off center. And the total sign as the original sign, it
Okay.
was
Center.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Really good.
I forgot about that. Yeah, okay.
And then again, the side. Gonna have two big signs on this. And there's, you know.
Well, from
So that would be on
Kingsville, you do
both
have to look
sides there.
across that little
Yeah, you did that.
line,
Yeah.
turnaround there.
Yeah. But that's much better.
I mean, that first line's probably 8 foot, 6,
It's 8
8 foot.
It looks 8 foot.
Every bit of it.
Yeah.
I would almost say allow them to go up to 4 foot letters.
Yeah.
That would give you 2 foot above and below.
Yeah, that's better.
Work with staff, you could approve as is with the option to go up to 4 foot maximum height. If it fits better in that roof line to work with staff. And also, I guess from a customer price standpoint. If you are fine with that, I don't think it looks bad with that second design. It's got enough character.
Oh, no, the second's much
Second
better.
design.
Yeah.
Plan B,
Yeah.
Also day night?
I'm generally okay with the day-night.
All right, I make a motion to approve this application with a maximum of 4 foot, 48-inch tall letters, is that correct, or the entire?
Overall
sign?
height.
Overall height of 48 inches maximum,
Centered vertically.
centered vertically.
Okay.
This second option.
And this, right, I'm sorry, yeah, because
Yeah,
not
this-
the one you submitted, but the one
Second.
with the cursive Caribbean. Yep.
All right, is there a second to that?
I'll second.
Second, Mr. Benezra. Chocolate Bar and Grill.
Oh, boy.
Now with this one, we'll give you just a little heads up on this. They installed the freestanding sign, it did not match the rendering, so we pushed them back for that in addition to what they're asking for on the building. And we want to make note, we put all of the light fixtures they provided to us after the renderings, just to show you the AI is a little bit more, probably more polished. Matt, are you doing this one?
Yes, but I'm waiting for Rami, so, but he says on his way, so can we wait on the?
We can continue it to the end of the
Motion to
agenda.
continue.
Second.
Motion continued, Mr. Nazar, second, Mr. Edens, all in favor? Any opposed? So moved. Cafe Dol Vienna.
Is this a
Name for the
research?
record?
Yeah, I thought we did.
Rick Harmon?
You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth?
Yes.
See?
Is this a research?
Yeah, didn't we see this?
Okay, no,
We saw something.
just to clarify, y'all, they had a Christmas lights and stuff around the building.
Oh, that's
You
right.
denied it as a whole package, and
Right.
you told them to come back with something a little
Right.
cleaner
That's
and
right.
figured out, and this is what they're presenting.
Yeah, so, okay.
You have seen it before, but
Yes.
you didn't approve it.
Right, okay.
What we're trying to do is give the customer some lighting over their outside patio, and where it's not really bright, using a 2-watt warm white bulb, and with the sockets that are UL approved. And this was sort of the design that we were looking at, just to give them enough light out there so their clients and customers can see to eat.
Motion to.
Second that.
Motion, Mr. Jerem, second, Ms. Scarra, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? So moved.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, Ground Zero.
Ground zero. Okay.
Oh,
Did ground zero get pulled? Okay. Okay.
yes, sir.
It's not in
Apparently
your
it's
file
not in-
either.
Pardon?
It's not in your file either.
Oh.
It's that ground zero.
Okay, we got it.
It's not in there?
No, we're,
Nah, we got
Oh, okay.
we'll take you.
We've seen this before, is it the
Oh,
same?
Yeah.
It's
I
very
thought
similar,
so.
it's only,
Yeah.
and it's just.
I'm sorry, your name for the record.
Greg McFarland.
You swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth?
I do. You have seen this before, there's only a few changes to it, but it's extended past its time, so we had somewhat of a research. Couple things that we did different, we had a grilling area out there, we decided to take that out just from a cost standpoint. So we've added another landscape spot on this side, so we kind of got some palms balancing that front there. And then, still doing the same pavers over the majority of the area, some turf area in the back. And then the fencing as we had before, and the pedestrian lighting, all that's the same. And we were doing the video wall before. One thing we're doing is kind of building somewhat of a cabinet out so we can close it off whenever they're not using it, protect it from the weather a little bit more. And behind that, there's another view, I think, too, that shows, well, one more. Yeah. There's a loading dock back there. He's just enclosing that loading dock, creating a storage room kind of behind this video wall. So we've kind of brought the finishes of the fence around and then kind of break it up some using just some solid panel across the top.
Motion to approve.
Motion, Mr. Edens, is there a second?
Second.
Second, Mr. Jerem.
Can I ask a question?
Sure.
Real quick, Greg, so is that just an illustration that there are two fences that are like 8 inches apart?
Yeah, this is the fence that I guess Verizon next door has.
Oh, gotcha.
And so it's kind of just screening really from their parking lot.
Is there enough room to get in there and maintain it?
It's
Yeah,
all
okay.
hardscape now.
There's asphalt.
Thanks.
So they'll be poured into the asphalt. So you might get a few things in there, but
Good. All right, thank you.
moved.
Thank you.
Thank you. Sweet Chaos?
So the applicant for Sweet Chaos is running behind, but I see the applicant for chocolate bars here, if y'all want to back up to number one.
Go back to the chocolate bar and grill. Names for the record?
Rami and Shad?
Not the sweetie. Y'all swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, not but the truth?
Yes, sir.
So that's what they have. And the chocolate bar and grill, that's actually like individual LED screens and they change colors
They change color?
and move and all kinds of stuff. Basically, it's like an LED screen on individual letters.
But the color staying as one color as they had in the last one. I think they sent a bit more than color.
So it is static?
It was gold initially, right?
It was the original.
Yes.
Yeah, see, it was original gold, I wasn't here, but they told, when they shipped the sign, they made a mistake on the color of the chocolate bar.
I will say that when this sign came before us, there was quite a bit of hesitation from the board members about the execution of this sign, and we were having to trust that the execution was going to be representative of the rendering, and it is not, by any means. And I think if you were to show us what is there today,
This is
versus what we
what's
would
there.
have never probably approved that. I mean, part of that, it was sold on that originally with the chocolate, of having the chocolate kind of running down the letters and part of the theming of the building.
Yes.
And last time you were here, I think there was some concern about the execution on the building design following that. And, I mean, speaking for myself, without being able to execute on the sign, I don't know that you can I don't feel comfortable execution on the building, because there's gotta be a lot of trust there to get that theming right.
I understand. I wasn't here when they presented the sign, so when they designed the sign, this is what they shipped to them, and that's the issue.
Even the changing of the sign colors or whatever theme, you could tell us now that it's never gonna be changed and it's gonna stay one color, but never know what's gonna happen in the future, even after you sell the business, whatever else. I think the height is, I mean, it's almost 10, 12 inches more than what we had said. The slender look of that sign is from what you have, I think it throws it off also.
It does.
What are we looking at with the flowers on the left? What is that? Is that another rendering of how it fits the base? With, they showing landscaping.
And that's why I was thinking you just installed the sign?
Yes, sir. Unfortunately, that I shouldn't have, but I take a fall on that one, that I kind of fall short on that. That shouldn't have.
I think we're miles away from the original design, and we're miles away from being happy with it, and I don't really want to make any recommendation. I'd like to just go ahead and make a motion to disapprove and have them come back with a potential fix on their own.
I agree.
Yeah.
I'll
Is
second
this separate from the building, or is this?
No, we would need to split.
Well,
We
wanna
can
see
talk about the
everything?
building as well.
Let's make a motion to split first of all.
Second.
I think we need to look at them separately. The
Yeah.
sign, I'm pretty firm.
Absolutely.
All right, motion, Mr. Nazara, second. Mr. Edens, all in favor of splitting?
Aye.
Any opposed? So moved. All right, freestanding sign?
Motion to disapprove 60485, potentially others.
Just one number, I'm sorry. I
Please
couldn't
go
hear.
check and see.
So maybe
Okay,
two
thank
also.
Could be two.
Let's stick with, well, okay. 2 and 5, please.
All right, and there was a second by Mr. Edens. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? So moved. All right, let's look at the the building.
Okay, so on the building, they took out the sign on top. This is just a decorative with no lights in it. The lights, just regular lights, we changed these lights, I think it's in the
Yeah, so-
application.
And that decorative piece, what is that exactly made of?
That's what they're showing on the roof
It's
line.
aluminum and painted,
Aluminum paints?
and these are the lights.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, that's right, yes.
That used to be before.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Taking that out and then they putting these lights on.
Rami, this is what we were given to staff
Yeah, that's
to review.
right.
Can you show what you're talking about, taking these out and putting these
These
on?
lights, they would like to put a robe light in there with the colors, but I told them it's not gonna be approved.
Right.
And so they propose to put an aluminum metal painted with the same color of the roof, just to give it a different look than what's there now.
And out of curiosity, how is that aluminum decorative accent band going to be fabricated
Right.
and attached to that roof?
I believe it's a metal with a cap on it, and then it will be a metal with the color, it's just painting the color, the same color.
I mean, conceptually, it looks good, but, yeah, I'm concerned also about the
Execution?
application of how, yes, how it's going to be attached.
I'm not too sure that
It
conceptually
detracts.
it looks good either.
I don't,
detracts.
I don't like it.
Well,
It
well,
detracts
it's
from it.
Yeah, it
interesting.
tracks.
Detracts from it.
Well, that's probably true.
Get the
Well, there's
idea.
enough going on with the sign without
Yeah,
doing that.
if there's the idea of the dripping chocolate, I'm lost on that.
Refresh our memory real quick, we talked about what materials are being used on the outside. This is all board and batten, hardy, board and batten, fiber cement board, all around the building, All or around just the on this
building.
side? All around the building, even the front.
Is it board and batten, or is it vertical
Looks like-
lap?
Looks like board and They,
I think it's
More
more
than
than that.
Yeah.
board and batten. Board and batten, hardy, all around. All around. Is that currently on the building, or is that a new
No, right
installation?
now there are stones in the pit.
Stone, so we're removing all the stones and we're
We're
installing
removing all the
hardy,
stones.
board and batten everywhere.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna paint the
Or hardy
existing
equivalent.
metal roof that's there?
The metal roof with the chocolate color.
See, I'm concerned about painting the roof, too.
Yeah, it's gonna fade and peel.
Yeah.
Just like, which one was it, right there across from Family Kingdom?
There's
You have a
there's
physical
couple
sample of
that
that brown
Yeah.
for the roof?
I think they
I think
submit
it's
the
old KFC.
color,
They gave us a
couple in
Pantone
town.
color,
Yeah.
so that's not really like a
That's
Sherwin.
pink.
No, no, it's gonna have to be a,
chocolate.
It's more of a printing color than the,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's what they provided us.
It'll look nothing like the rendering of that.
No,
that Pantone color won't translate to the paint correctly.
no, I don't think so.
I mean, the characteristics that are rendered in that AI rendering or the 3D rendering are almost like an antique bronze, which looks great, but as Mr. McCoy was saying, the execution on this is
Yeah.
really crucial, and I think that we have, you know, the leeway of trust that we have for the execution here is pretty much cut off, and I don't see this happening in the right way.
So if we can take.
The only way that I would trust the execution is if we saw the actual shop drawings
I
for
agree.
that.
Yes.
I mean, I'd
I mean,
like
to
to
know that
say,
it can be fabricated.
I'd like to say to the extent of what we're allowed to do here is to say yes or no, and then hold them accountable to the production being similar to this, but I just know we're gonna run into trouble.
We can
done
take
that
this
already.
off.
Yeah.
We can
This
take,
won't look like this at all.
As a
and then
board,
we'll
you
be
can
back
ask for
to-
additional information, so whether you
Well,
deny it or.
we definitely need to.
I mean,
additional
once again,
information.
I just wanna go out and say here, right? I can't think of another building that we have approved based on an AI rendering from a full renovation standpoint. Usually when this is being done, we get some material samples, the color samples, there is a drawing that goes along with it, because there are details that's gotta get worked out. I think conceptually, I don't mind this the direction it's going.
Right.
But
Yeah.
I think there has to be drawings and specifications on how that stuff is gonna be manufactured, so we know how it's gonna be produced to make an informed decision on whether constructability wise, it's gonna get built like that.
I agree.
Can it be built like that? Absolutely.
Sure.
It can.
And we get that.
Get the right person money.
And we get that even for simple building renovations, right? I mean,
Yes.
and
Yeah.
never mind something that's
Yeah.
organic like this, that's so
To make it
dependent.
easy on, because I'm not sure if on the execution, how they're gonna execute those pieces.
Yeah.
But if we can take it off and just get that, an approval for the colors and the body itself, and we leave it at, you know, same existing,
But also how the roof is done, and it has to be a special application, and you're gonna have to have a custom color of some sort.
I don't think we can approve it based on the Pantone colors.
No.
Yeah.
That's
We
what,
we need
yeah.
to see the color sample.
Yeah.
When you
the
say,
real
when you say how they execute, you're not executing this, you're not the contractor on this?
I'm the contractor to
Okay.
install,
Okay.
but not to
The manufacturer.
fabricate
I got you.
the
Right.
piece. And
Okay.
I do not, like you said,
Sure.
I cannot guarantee that
They
they're
will
gonna come out the
manufacture
same.
specs. Okay.
And then I don't wanna be here again
Yeah.
saying they made it wrong, the same,
Right.
they did
I
the sign.
think that alone makes the argument that
Yeah.
you were making, Mr. McCoy, that we need exact specifications, this way the fabricator can be held to it, and the installer can be held to it.
I also think that we need to see some dimensions down the side of the building. How wide are those chocolate bands that are running vertically?
Yeah.
How far apart the battens are gonna be? Are we gonna have them there? Because once again, that AI rendering, to me, that's not board and batten. That's a vertical lap siding.
You're seeing lap?
Or tongue and
Yeah,
groove.
that's what I'm seeing.
Yeah, I didn't see
I
that.
can, I
Really?
can build it with a lab. We can build it the same way
Yeah, but we
with
just.
vertical lab.
But we need to see it the way it's
We
gonna
need-
be.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I think we need drawings.
Yes. Yeah.
And if you want the stuff on the roof, I think there needs to be some type of fabrication spec that you wanna see, or bring it back without the stuff on the roof.
Well, A&I is very useful sometimes, but but yeah, it needs more, it just doesn't work here.
But the board's asking if these require architectural drawings of features on the building.
Yes, we'll need details and plans,
It's just,
attachment specs.
it's a gray area as far as whether we need it before it comes to y'all.
I understand.
Yeah.
If it's feasible, we usually let it kind of come through. If it's
How about
questionable.
this? How about a motion to downgrade the application to conceptual, to give
That
him
sounds good
feedback
to
as far
Okay.
as the direction of this design and what we would need to see in order to review it fully.
I'm okay with that, let's make that a motion.
Second.
Motion, Mr. Menazzer, second, Mr. Jumper. All in favor? Any opposed? So moved. All right. I'll start first, just to re-summarize. I am personally, once again, one vote, I am personally okay with a little bit of the whimsical design of what you're proposing on the roof.
On
I
the
do
front.
not, on the front.
Yes.
If that was carried down the side without the lighting,
no.
I'd generally be okay with that to a certain degree, depending on how extensive it is. It's
Yeah,
a
that-
gray area for me for good or bad. But in order for me to get comfortable with it, especially after the execution of the sign,
Yeah.
looking nothing like the rendering, I would need to see drawings of how that's going to be achieved. I would also like to see a drawing showing exactly the material that you're going to use, whether it's board and batten, lap. I need to know the height, because if you're using board and batten, there's going to be a seam. How are you going to cover that seam up horizontally? Because there's going to be another horizontal band in there. While if you use lap siding, you can get boards long enough that'll probably cover that. You need to know how wide those brown pieces and the, I'll call them cream, white, whatever you want to call that, how large those sections are for consistency purposes. I think I'm okay with the light fixtures. I mean, I kind of like those
Yeah.
larger vertical ones that we saw last time
Yes,
versus
he
the more
does.
boxy ones, but
I agree.
I kind of like both of them. I think the vertical ones could be used at your main entry versus the other fixtures for the
We
remaining
can put
portion of the
these,
building.
we can put these in the front of the building.
Yes, that'd
And
be
the
good.
other ones on the
Yes.
side.
That'd work.
But what's being depicted in the rendering doesn't even match the cut sheet
Not
of
really.
what you're showing there.
It doesn't.
It's-
So I think this board needs more information to review this application appropriately, but once again, speaking for myself, I am generally okay with the direction that the design of the building is going, but we need more clarification on how it's going to be executed and what those pieces are, or another design will need to be presented for me personally. Does anybody have anything to add to that?
Nope.
It should also coincide with the standalone sign because there is a harmonious nature to those two and they should match up. So it does need to be
That's true.
part of the application.
Would y'all like actual Sherwin-Williams or paint color codes?
Yes.
on
Yes.
something?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
I don't
And
like
with that sample of brown
the
as well.
lighting being a different
Don't need
shade
a
on the
can
front.
They all
paint,
should be
but
the same,
They're all
don't
supposed to be the same.
we? Consistent.
stick.
We can put them back on while we were,
Yeah.
we didn't think y'all liked the long lights.
Oh, no, I like those, there's something.
It's just too many last time.
It was too many, right?
Yeah.
So just put the long lights back on and take the, okay. Just get rid of half of them. right?
Is there any other landscaping on this? Because I know you did a great job with Salt and Honey.
Yeah, you did.
You know, with the center bed, it just changed that whole building out. I think if you could do something over here, I mean, on the side.
On the side of the
It-
building.
yeah, it's
on
a
the
way-
side
Yeah,
of the
yeah.
property.
I mean, Salt and Honey, when you did that, it made a big difference in that. And I think
it
you
took
could
me a
probably.
while to convince the owners to.
Yeah, it was,
The
and
parking
I
lot
think
and-
it'll make a night and day difference on this building.
It would.
It'll break up some of that, lap siding or siding. It'll break up the building a little bit and mellow it down, I think, but
Yes.
because it's just an asphalt jungle on that
It really
lot.
is.
Very harsh.
It's an island
Yeah,
of
it's,
asphalt.
and I think, you know, there's some needs to be looked at that with the landscaping on that, because it needs a lot, personally.
Yes, absolutely.
That's good feedback.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Sweet chaos.
Sweet chaos?
So we could go.
Sweet chaos. Just made it. Just, technically you were late, you got.
I expected chastisement.
Name for the record?
David Victoria.
Swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth?
I do.
It's a little wild out there right
So is this.
This is a pain.
now. Yeah.
That was it. Yeah, it is. It's interesting.
Yes,
I love
so we're simply submitting a new paint job. There's a couple smaller elements. The owner wanted to add one exterior door and extend the vinyl fence on the rear. And to rework the existing mural.
This is so much fun, it looks great.
Thank you. And two exterior lights are being replaced outside of the can lights that are rusting that they're gonna change out.
You know, always with something like this, there's some, you know, personal taste in the matter, right, David? But what I always look for is color being applied to a building, especially one that has character like this one has, right? It's sort of mid-century modern
Sure.
kind of thing. Is color, is it the right family of colors, number one? That's subjective, but my take would be yes, this is the right spirit. Number two is, are you putting color in places that are appropriate, that, you know, enhances or calls attention to the architectural elements? I say you're okay there too, but you're going to be subjective to a degree with something like this.
Sure.
I personally agree with about half of what you said.
Yeah.
I think the color application is appropriate. I personally think the color palette detracts from the general area. I mean, it's
Well,
right
it's-
there
it's
close
different.
to 21st Avenue,
That's true.
extension with the hotels that just went up that are kind of a muted color palette. Well, I think we just approved repainting some of those over the past several years.
Is it the purple? Maybe.
To me, and no offense to
Purple.
Barbie, but it screams Barbie house to me to a certain degree.
They, for the board,
That's a
you,
good
It's
comparison.
feminine.
Do you
Doesn't
know what
have
kind
the
of
color
business this
scheme.
is?
I would agree with you there.
Sweet Chaos is, shakes, ice cream,
dessert shop, kind of.
basically.
So it's gonna be a candy store.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's-
Once again, I would be all in favor of this building in this color palette if it was by Family Kingdom or in the amusement section of Ocean Boulevard. My challenge is that it's located a little further up Ocean Boulevard, kind of where that transition period is starting, and it's just,
There are some, the devil's advocate, there's
Yeah,
some
there are,
mid-century
yeah.
modern buildings that
There
are
are.
more muted color scheme.
Got Margaritaville coming.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's got some color to it.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm with
they
you.
maybe
I
this
might
is,
not
Yeah,
choose
you don't
those
know what
colors.
it is.
maybe it's part of the
No,
trend.
we do wanna hear that.
Maybe it's part of the transition. I don't know.
Really, I'd like to hear your opinion on that.
Yeah, well, please, come on,
Um,
bring it on.
the overall feel I like, the purple I think is what is detracting most for me. If it pulled the colors from the mural itself, and that kind of came onto the
Yeah.
front, because to me the purple doesn't, okay, where is that coming from?
That's true.
If I think about an old soda shop or, something from the 50s, yes, that would be very in keeping, but the purple just doesn't, it's not cohesive anywhere. I can't, but I'm looking at that in my mind, and initially says, where's that coming from? So I would do like the darker the turquoise and maybe the little lighter turquoise, or even the soft blushy pink colors, because they're softer in keeping and would fit a little, because that area is so, that porch is so, it's eye-catching, I should say.
It is.
So if it were softer in color or not so, I'm not gonna use the word garish because I like the purple, but that would be in keeping of more of a Bahama kind of feel,
It's very Bahama-ish.
yeah,
It is.
without the purple.
Just bring something out of the mural,
Yeah, bring some color out of the mural.
that makes sense.
That way it looks cohesive and not just, okay, where's this purple coming from?
Okay.
I mean, the pastelish nature of that purple is very in keeping with the rest of the color palette. I don't think there's an issue with any one specific color. Perhaps there could have been a little bit more white base around the building or lighter green to kind of tie it into the environment. But overall, like you said, it's very subjective. I think it's done very well for what it is as a standalone building. The harmonious nature to the environment is really the only part of this conversation that is
Well,
subjective to each one of us,
Yeah.
but I would love to see things like this pop up all over the boulevard, wherever they are. I'd like the boulevard to be more fun, and I think this helps it go in that direction.
Oh, I
don't see a
totally
problem
agree
with it at all.
with that. It's me and just as in a personal thing,
Yeah.
trying to figure out where that purple ties in from.
Where'd it come from?
Yeah.
Yeah. But this could be part of the transition, there are big,
So
some more
now,
colorful
so
things.
now there are two, you see the rendering on the bottom that has sort of the pink on the poles, if you will, versus the gray?
That color is in there.
That color is in there, right?
It's the
Yes,
dark
that's-
purple
It's
that's
the dark purple.
nowhere
Dark,
to be seen.
Yeah, but this is
Yeah.
what ties in that purple, whereas on the other one, on the gray version, if you look to the left of it, that's where the purple sticks out and doesn't look like it belongs. The pink color, whether that's a light effect or what,
Yes.
that's what
Yeah,
ties
I
in.
see what you're saying, yeah.
It's the red.
So that really is what ties in that purple, that gray, I guess contrast is kind of what
Right.
is making that purple kind of not belong.
This,
Well,
as
if
I
you
look
look at
at
the
it,
paint
this
color
rendering
samples, there
reads
is no
too
No,
much
I
like
know,
one color.
but I think that's what ties it in.
Yeah,
on
that one
rendering at
has
least.
a turquoise fascia on
Yeah,
it,
it
whereas
does.
it's the dark purple on the
Yes,
other side.
Correct. It's a little more coherent on that right side.
On
Yeah,
that right
right.
side, isn't it? Especially if that color pulled straight from the mural, we'll call it pink, purple, whatever.
It's like a whitewash. Joe?
Yeah.
That color.
I like it to be whitewashed, it's softer and not so
I think it, I think it
in your face,
brings
yeah.
a more family-centered, kid-friendly feel to that area.
Sweet chaos.
It does, yeah.
That was discussed.
That's sweet chaos, it's been done.
So this is final?
yes, and I spoke with David ahead because he asked about the mural. We talked a lot about it, and where y'all are looking at the hotels being that more muted, this is where one of those businesses that needs to survive, especially Margaritaville comes in, they need to stand out. You wanna be able to see this on the boulevard. Like you said, family friendly, this is somewhere where all the hotel visitors are coming to. So that's kinda why they wanted that pop of color. You know, the execution on the purple, I don't think it's as prominent right on the rendering as it will be, but, I mean, that's kind of what they were going for. 'Cause we discussed a lot about the potential signage coming forward and everything.
Can you go back to the, where you had the color?
The mural color palette is not in there, correct, or is that just not in the file that I?
It doesn't have all the colors.
It does not.
There's more
It does not.
colors, yeah.
So I gotta see which way it renders, cause on.
It's a little thing, but that turquoise coping,
Yeah.
Makes a
instead
difference.
of the purple, is a
Yeah.
unifying
It-
element.
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, I'm looking
exactly.
for
That's
something
the
to
color.
unify that.
Yeah.
I think that's the color.
Will you pull up the palette one more time, so just, cause I gotta say it looks completely different on what I have, and I just don't know which one to. I have real tan, where that's a peachy,
Yeah,
A natural one, yeah.
on the screen is off.
the
It,
natural.
yeah, it
blend
doesn't
is
come
not
across as
quite
white,
that
they really
orangey,
are.
No,
correct?
it's not, it's very.
No, it is not.
It's not.
It's
I think
got
the
more
other thing is
beige.
that purple gives me a
More
little
beige undertone.
PTSD from that building y'all approved years ago on Kings Highway
Y'all.
or something.
Y'all.
I was not on board with
It's
this.
just y'all.
I don't know.
Did we vote against it? I don't know.
We might have been against
We
it.
may, we may have voted
I don't
against it.
know.
Well, I know that aquarium, I'm doing a project that has that same color on it, and it is a very
Intent.
vibrant,
Yeah.
in-your-face.
Which one?
Purple.
The aquarium
Oh, clear. Oh, that.
is very much in-your-face, bright, teal color.
It's
It's
very-
not, it's not coastal teal, but it's not too far from it.
Do you have physical samples by chance?
Not with me.
But that's only used on the coping, correct?
Um,
That's the only part.
Yeah, I
that
guess
seems like-
maybe.
I think we need to see these colors physically.
Yeah, I think so.
I'm
Yeah,
not
that,
opposed
that,
to
that
I can
shows
tell you
you
that
where
on
they're
that, it's
applied,
looking
each
at
one
the-
of them.
Is it
At the
soft
light
or
reflective
bright?
value, it is bright.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Because sometimes it looks soft and other times it looks
Yeah.
bright.
I'm also gonna ask this question, just out of curiosity, is this gonna make a difference on those paint colors? What sheen are you using?
Yeah.
I mean, it's exterior, so I mean, we're not going flat.
You're going one above
So if you're
flat.
gonna go satin, it's gonna,
It's gonna pop more.
It's gonna
Yes,
pop.
it is.
I think it would be appropriate to downgrade this to conceptual in order to not demand the change, but ask the presenter to bring back samples and a little more, perhaps a little more detailed version of the execution. Maybe rethink the purple coping and the turquoise.
The full color palette of
Full
the,
color palette
of the mural.
as well. So I'll make a motion to downgrade to conceptual if that's okay.
Is there a second?
say that.
Second, Ms. Dar, all in favor?
David, I also mentioned that there's some subtle differences in terms of coping, but some other elements between one rendering
Yeah.
and another.
Yeah,
I think you're
apologize.
seeing it now. No,
Yeah.
I mean, it happens, right?
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
a lot of color being applied in
Yeah.
different places.
And we've gone through many renditions.
I'm sure, so I would encourage the coping to be a unifying element across the whole thing, and I think that's gonna cause you to back off of that purple
Yeah.
on the.
So you're preferring this?
My
Fine.
personal opinion is that rendering does the entire concept a lot more justice than the one on the left.
Okay.
Even including the mellower tan colors versus the bright white,
Yes.
the more orange flavors in those colors rather than the hot pinks.
Yeah, I wouldn't be opposed to seeing that sherbety orange kind of feel.
Yeah.
Because then that is a fun kind of a feel.
It is.
You know, kind of an orangey, yeah, sherbety, orange
Yeah,
sherbety
yeah,
kind of feel.
yeah, I like that.
Maybe a slight adjustment of the color palette and just more of it presented to us.
Physical samples.
That may work.
Yeah, physical, I think that's what's important.
I think the other question I want to ask is, how is the signage integrated into all of this?
Yeah,
And
ooh.
what is that going to look like?
It'd have to be simple.
That has to be on and mounted.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
Open
gonna
face.
take this
Yeah,
up
I mean,
or
open
down a
face
big
on it.
notch
I mean,
based on that
that's the way to
signage?
go.
Have they thought about their signage package yet?
No, we've talked about it, yeah.
You don't sound too thrilled about that answer.
That
Well,
Mr. Sun sign is
it's-
perfect on
It is a challenge. You know, we're
there.
putting it on top, we were hanging it, we were doing 3 different ones, we looked at one on the side.
Yeah, that's ours.
What did Lulu's
it.
originally have?
It
Was on the
screams
steel?
for
Was it on
open
wood?
face on top of the awning, honestly.
Yeah.
It does.
Oh, there,
Similar.
yeah.
Yeah,
It screams for that.
Yeah, it looks great. The
mid-century modern,
Yeah.
100%.
That
Yeah.
is, absolutely.
Even the way it's built.
Yeah,
Florida,
that's
yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
I missed your comment on the orange. What were you saying?
Something like a more of an orange sherbet, kind of a brighter pastel, if to describe that. If you think about eating an orange sherbet, it's that it's still bright, it still has color, but it's not quite as intense.
And was there somewhere specific you were visualizing that?
Instead of the purple.
Instead of the purple.
Okay.
And you could use a two-tone of that, something that was
Okay.
a little darker, or two shades different, but you still have that fun feel without that, and then it's cohesive with the mural down the side.
It's like the push-up color we used to
Yeah.
do in our
Yeah.
salad.
Thinking about all these clumps of colors.
What was that?
It's just got orange with it.
I mean, I know we've thrown a lot of different colors at you.
That was me.
There's a lot on
The building caught 'em.
Yeah, you did, all of them.
David, you knew this was coming.
Yeah.
You got
The pattern on the front retaining wall, the little, that's really cool. Like that. I
Thank
think
you.
you've done
Yeah.
a great
Yeah,
job.
I think
with
it
that.
looks
I like
great.
that, yeah.
I like
Overall,
the
great
overall
job.
feel.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's-
Overall, great job.
It really is.
Do you
And
think
that
you-
building's so important.
We'll find
To
it.
me.
That's good.
We just
Can you
wanna
bring us the
elevate that
sign,
a little
you think,
bit.
next
Yeah.
time?
The sign?
Yeah, can you bring that to us next time with it, or?
I'll add some signs for you.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, we'd love that.
We'd like to see what you want to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
No
Help
problem.
us push them in that same direction,
That's, yeah, we could.
Push
do-
them in what direction?
whatever kind of signage you're showing on this.
That's right.
Oh, you mean push the sign company, yeah.
It's a very architectural element. you know?
It is.
It is.
Can you take over hot chocolate?
Yeah, can
I'll have
you
to
do
get-
that?
I don't know
Oh, boy.
what they're allowed signage wise, so I'll have to get with you on that.
Yeah, we'll look at it again. It's in a puzzle, so we have to look at it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes, sir.
Thanks, Dave.
Thank you.
All right,
Appreciate
Thank you so much.
We'll fine tune it, come back and see you.
Okay, thanks.
Y'all have a good day.
You too.
Alright, Walmart.
So we got the Peel Station and the grocery store grouped together on both, for two locations, 38th Avenue and then the Martha Common Walk and Drive one.
Makes sense.
Name for the record.
David Orcutt?
Swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, not but the truth.
Yes, sir.
So as part of the remodel, we are updating the paint and signage of the store. We're leaving the brick existing as is, but then the upper elements we're painting the dark gray for the brand standards, and then replacing the signage.
Did we leave the brick the same color? There were no brick on the other ones that we did on the side, right? It was just all gray.
The south one's a different facade, this one.
Not the one with the green, the other one that we did.
I don't think it had brick.
I don't
No
think
brick.
it- yeah, it didn't have
The
that.
other one
I
was
think
the
this is the only one that we have that's got the red mixed
Yes,
into it.
this is neighborhood center, the other one was the super center.
Center.
That's right.
The only neighborhood center one that we've seen already is the one that.
Center
Gary
King.
did. That's on the-
They had that
Yeah.
funky.
Yeah.
Right,
Metal
yeah,
panel.
That's
Oh,
a
yeah.
different facade, yeah.
Are you painting the metal roof, or are you matching the existing color of the metal roof for the, kind of the gray?
We're repainting the metal roof.
The trim elements, the caps on the columns and the trim around the lap siding in the front gable area, is that being painted gray? I think some parts here show it somewhat white, but I'm not,
These caps,
these caps.
I believe,
Is that cast in stone?
I think that's cast in place. So,
Get
Look
to
at
the
overall
side
paint real quick.
Yeah, if you look at the side, you'll see that
they're, I think they're shown as existing to remain unpainted.
unpainted.
Yes.
I'm just gonna pose these questions to the board real quick. One, does the board think that by painting the roof color and the wall color and all, you
Oh,
lose
wait,
some of the
yes,
detail
I agree.
on the face of the building?
Yes.
The roofing actually is not being painted. I think of that. We're calling it out as existing to remain.
But it's very close.
It's very close to the same
Okay.
color.
Yeah.
And two, if I remember correctly, when this was originally built, the shopping center was, I'm gonna call it somewhat renovated, repainted, refreshed to be cohesive with this Walmart. And now this is a departure of colors from the remaining portion of the shopping center.
Looks kind of dark.
It's separated.
In fairness, it is completely standalone. As a person who frequents that entire shopping center, it's standalone in all aspects.
It's just a dark color.
It really comes off dark, Susie, what do you think?
They're all going that way.
Yeah.
They just want dark gray and blue. That's
Yeah,
it.
we asked 17th Avenue Walmart with a little bit of color, I mean, to try to bring that in, because we asked for those elements originally when it was built. And I'm sure you brought it back, if I'm not mistaken, with
Yes.
some of those.
Yes, we incorporated the
Yeah,
light and
and
gray.
you're just making this just like a blob.
Mhm.
This is, it just becomes,
I think the entire concept is to make everything disappear except for the bright green Walmart as a giant sign,
Hell.
which is.
Which I don't think is the right way to do
Yeah,
it.
they wanted to try to do
Yeah.
that successfully, that's not the way to go.
I will say that on this 2D version, the slight contrast in that cap stone and the trim around between the color separation really helps a lot. But I don't know. As a whole, this is the approach of Walmart everywhere. I don't know that.
As a whole, it's just flat.
It's not better than it is, exists.
Yeah.
It's not the whole of Walmart everywhere in the jurisdictions that don't allow it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a big box store going into a residential neighborhood community. Just because you got the Walmart name doesn't mean
you can do whatever.
do
Yeah.
whatever.
Could the awning not be the same color as?
I mean, once again, it's just, I think originally when this was built, this building got, I think it came through multiple times. Once again, I wasn't on the board, but I was at a lot of the meetings back then. It came through multiple times, tweaked all the architectural details with a different color applied to it, and now you're just going with a solid paintbrush across the entire face.
It's not good.
On the screen's a different Walmart, not in Myrtle Beach, but they recently renovated with potentially a different color palette that y'all are seeing.
Perfect.
I believe that gray is the gray we're showing on the corners.
Right.
That looks proposed elevation.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah,
the
that
other
looks
thing
better.
Much better.
Yeah, I
Right.
did,
Well,
I
the other
agree.
thing that they're doing there is that they've left that texture change in that
Yeah,
recess part.
which is
It's
great.
just- They're unifying and then there's just obliterating whatever sort of architectural character there was.
Here's the Walmart y'all are looking at, you got a feature here,
Yeah.
Yeah.
similar, and then maybe you can look at it different.
So the other neighborhood market that you looked at with us, you did agree to preserve some of the areas that had
yes.
variation and you use some different shades of brand appropriate colors.
Can you go back
You're gonna need to do that here too.
to the 2D elevation?
Make a motion to downgrade this to conceptual.
Deny it.
Deny it.
You can come back with the same thing, to be
Would
honest.
would a simple solution be just to switch the
Light in the dark.
light in the dark?
I think it would help.
That's better.
It'd help.
I think
Yeah.
it needs to go, and once again, I think there needs to be some differentiation between the roof color, the wall color. It's just a very flat paint rendering right here that we're kind of seeing.
It looks like a warehouse.
I think every bit of design that you had in that building is kind of lost. I think some of the coping can be treated slightly different.
The awning.
The awnings can be different, the shutters could be slightly different, just to get pops of color or accents on that building, versus just taking it all gray. And I personally just don't think that's a way to treat that building and that neighborhood. And I think they need to go back and come up with another paint scheme.
Agreed. Well, then, let's just deny it.
I think it needs to be cohesive with that center.
Make a motion to deny A2.
I'll say.
Motion, Mr. Hubbard, second, Mr. Edens. Further discussion? All in favor? Any opposed? So moved. I would also just add, I personally, once again, I don't mind it being different from the rest of the center, but it needs to be complementary to the rest of the center from a paint scheme standpoint as well.
That's good feedback. And that's just for
And that was for number
That's not the
3.
fuel station.
Now we need to look at the fuel station.
Because these will have to relate to each other.
Yeah.
Well, can we back up for just a second? I think we skipped over the signage completely. Since we denied, I think we can give some feedback on this signage as well.
What, that's the
Is
brick?
that the existing one that's there?
That's the multi-tenant one, that's one on 38 by the secondary entrance.
So these signs
And
were
we're changing out the
designed,
panels.
yeah, so these signs were designed using some of the elements from the building. And it looks like you're not just painting all of those elements the same color.
The existing plaza sign is a different shade of blue. It's that village center blue. Or village square, I believe. That right there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Is it different?
Yeah, that was probably chosen to tie to the Walmart. So yeah, that's gonna be an issue.
You can fix that with a border perhaps or something.
Just need
So
a-
this is denied too, because it's all part of the same application, but what we're saying is you're gonna have to find a way to relate those two blues to each other in this.
You want a delineation between the
Could be a-
separate
Maybe
brand
there's a
blue and,
border
yeah,
of
okay.
that or something, or.
Or the blue village square's gotta go to
Go to
match the
match you.
Walmart,
Right.
So,
which maybe a,
I think, and I don't know what Walmart's intent is, but I think the intent is the thing that I'm somewhat resistant to, which is, if this is the sign, blue background, white letters, the entire gable in that building becomes one giant sign. Right?
That's the
It may
idea.
not be calculated as such, but it is in appearance one giant sign.
It is.
And that's a big problem, to have a giant
That is a big sign.
30, 40 foot by 10 foot tall
But that
building
is,
sign.
the strategy.
That's the strategy.
Yeah,
Everything else
that's true.
disappears, just to leave a giant billboard saying.
yes.
Yeah, it's true.
That's why they want to go with that gray and blue.
Correct.
That's,
So I think the simplest way to explain the entire thing behind the sign, perhaps feelings from the board and the building, is that the entire intent is to go that way, and we are opposed to
Absolutely.
that intent. So
Yeah.
do whatever you can to resist that
I
intent
resist.
with your next
They need to
measure.
resist.
All right, the 2870 fuel station. Whatever you do on the building is going to have to relate back to this one as well.
Yeah.
So,
Giant sign.
And you're calling that a
Not the word.
gray, and that's existing brick on there. Okay.
Blue walls, something.
No, that's not gonna work either.
once again, you're getting a 10-foot sign on there, plus the fuel canopy,
Plus the pumps.
plus the pumps, plus the main ID sign sitting there on the road. It's just, it's a
Quite
lot.
brilliant.
That's a lot.
Huh?
It's quite brilliant.
It is.
Hey, Advanced Auto started it with their red backgrounds behind their letters.
Sure.
Walmart's just taking it to the next level.
The only positive of this is it is a small building.
That's a big unknown.
It is, and it's out there,
Yeah.
And it's underneath it.
And it's underneath the.
it's underneath the awning, you're kind of next to Peters and mini golf as well, but
Yeah, but it's right there. This is,
It's
Well-used
less
area.
alarming to me than the big rocks.
yeah, exactly. But like you said before, Jim, it does have to relate. Right.
Yeah, it does, it's gray and blue.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, yeah. but,
I don't mind the blue canopy if it was almost a gradient all the way across instead of just those 3 colors with a very small gradient between them. It's very stark.
This requires a separate motion and vote, correct?
It does.
Yes, it's a separate.
Yeah, we separate.
Well, there's motion to deny 604.8.2.
All right, motion, Mr. Edens,
I'll second it.
second, Ms. Dar, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? So moved. All right, what about the 5923?
Similar.
Here's the existing shopping center.
lot of effort spent on that one too.
And
That one is connected.
Yeah, that one is
Yes,
connected.
there is.
Yeah.
Motion to deny 604.22.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? So moved. You need any input on that one as well?
Just for, what elements exactly? So you were talking about the awnings, and you were talking about on the other store it has a different material.
Yeah, there's just
So-
different sections of the buildings that help break that facade up that
Mhm.
by painting everything completely gray is lost. Like in that one there, you've got even the little bit of architectural detailing in the ephes or the kind of like that picture molding trim. You could accent those with a slightly different color.
Yeah.
Once again, it just needs to read still
Yeah.
as a design, an architectural design across the entire facade instead of trying to make it go away and just have the sign.
And I do want to give a little perspective on this one particularly as well, that there was a lot of community engagement and even having a shopping center here to begin with from like a planning perspective that got carried through to the design of the buildings themselves. I'm intimately familiar with what we did there because we designed the buildings. We worked very closely with Walmart design team, making sure that there was layers of detailing that was in keeping with the market common community. And while I remember distinctly there was quite a bit of resistance from the community, as Walmart seems to conjure up sometimes, I think this is a very well-supported center. And a lot of work went in from the original developer. Landscape islands, trees, it was really well done. Even like landscape elements at the corners that are more pedestrian kind of oriented, they're not used a lot, but it's just the character of the place. A lot of work went in to make this fit into more of a residential community.
And my challenge with this center, I don't know how you kind of integrate the new brand standards and carry that or make it integrate with the remaining portion of the shopping center since it's connected. I think there are elements of the brand standard, maybe the entry wall, the signage, a couple of accent colors on there, but a wholesale change to this color palette.
It's like at that line it changes.
Oh, yeah,
It's going to be
Start.
Well, speaking to Mr. Hubbard, the original elements, the green of neighborhood Walmart, you all just carried in behind
That's right.
the
Just a
peaches
little-
here.
That's
So you
true.
touched it.
Touched it, yeah.
So
Once again, I think there are some things that can be done to incorporate that branding. They're going to, but the wholesale
Right.
just
Like, does
gray.
that go blue there? Like, I mean, there's some things, but you've got to honor the articulation of the box, right?
Yes.
And
Sure.
they were all on board with that.
We do a motion on this one.
We already have one.
We did.
We did have one on this one.
Yeah, that was quick.
Yeah.
We did.
Okay. And then I guess the gas station.
Yep, similar.
Similar.
Before that, this sign actually is done very well. It doesn't force the blue where it doesn't belong.
Oh, that's true.
I don't think it can because the sign here is governed in the PUD. If I
Well,
remember correctly.
this is really a good,
Is
it
that
actually
correct?
looks better than the previous.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah, it has to- I was gonna say, it has to be
there's a little bit
something
more to it.
different.
Could they get it changed maybe? But they did propose some.
Yeah, that's
That's
fine.
Okay.
So, for item 6, it's no.
And then I guess the fuel station,
Me,
for the record, still on the road.
Chase.
This fuel station, I don't necessarily mind what they're doing here as much as I did with the 38th because the walls are a little bit smaller, it's a little bit more
That's true.
You
compact.
have some
Still needs to be
relief in the
cohesive.
blue, there's the water table underneath it, it's definitely more, it's a little more minimal
It's
than the
tight
other one.
back and right on the road as well. But once again, I think that what they do on the main building is going to carry out to this with that gray, so it needs to be done as a cohesive package.
So whatever accenting we do on the main
Yep.
building, it should carry over.
But if there's a way for you to incorporate that gray on the main building that works, I personally don't mind that gray coming out to this.
I agree.
to this building.
That's true.
So I would
Yes.
almost recommend on this one that we do downgrade it to a conceptual for feedback purposes, so they can still possibly use this palette as opposed to.
I think they can still use the palette, it's just a matter of how they use it.
Yeah, how,
to keep
how
it
you
clean,
use
I
it,
think
yeah.
is-
Yeah. Because as it's used now, it doesn't work.
Yep. So then the design-
I don't see a need to require a change on this one either as of yet, so
Once again,
I think
I would like to kind of preserve this option if it is part of the cohesiveness,
is appropriate.
as opposed to them having to change something on it.
I'll make a motion to downgrade just to see. if
I
it
really
goes
do
on.
not like the canopies.
Well, then you can deny and they have to change the canopies.
I'm really
But they
struggling
can
with
keep the
that.
building the same.
With that
because the
blue to
canopy would be a
white.
change.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's very similar to most gas stations that we do these days. I mean, this looks just like everything else. I don't know that there's a better way to do the canopies. But I'm with you if you wanna.
I'm fine with either way. I think there's enough flexibility in the package that even a denial would allow them with that same type design if it works overall, or a downgraded conceptual, whichever the board prefers. It's probably easier just to stay with the denial for the time being.
Okay, motion to deny 604.8.2.
See, even that has,
Even that's better.
Yeah.
but that's
Yeah,
better.
that's better,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's that Myrtle's in on
Oh, Myrtle's in, okay,
Yeah.
that's right.
All right, there's a motion to deny by Mr. Eden, 60482. Is there a second?
I second that.
Second, Mr. Hubbard. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? So moved.
Thank
You
you.
good?
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
There's an opportunity on the tower that connects to the rest of the shopping center to tie in a lot of those colors.
They could.
There's a way to do it, to tie it that way.
But we need that canopy.
All right, courtyard, Marriott. Name for the record.
Amber Bennett?
Swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth.
Yes. So we're just adding a EV Tesla 2-level charger to the Courtyard Marriott so they can provide charging capabilities for their customers.
And you found this to be the most convenient area? Emergency?
This is the most convenient spaces. The electric room is
I was
actually
gonna
right
say
over here.
electrical
The
power
electric
shed.
room is right in here, so we can run it out, run a trench. We'll tear out this concrete, put it back, run a little trench over here, and then it goes right there in between the two spaces.
I'm gonna ask this question before there's motion on the table, because it came to my attention kind of the last time I was out at Tanger. Is Marriott installing and operating this charger as part of their brand, or are they subbing it out to like ChargePoint or any one of the other third-party services that tend to advertise and change their boxes quite often?
No, it's part of Marriott, so all Marriott locations all over North Carolina, South Carolina, they're all adding them because they have customers that come
They're
every
adding
day.
them, but they're not one set vendor. So currently Marriott doesn't require one set vendor, at least for Fairfields. We can use any vendor we want. So if that's what you're asking.
Once again, I know that
It's
there used
coming
to be
to the point of
ChargePoint
what
out
she
at
exactly said.
Tanger, and now it's a new one that's
Okay.
got digital
Yes.
advertising
Nice.
screens and all that as part of it.
Correct.
And I think that is a slippery slope. If we were just talking about your standard plug-in Tesla charger, mount it to a
Yeah,
post, that's one
that's
thing,
fine,
but
yeah.
this is an opportunity for advertising and branding. If it's
Right.
different vendors, then that's a different question. So I guess I'm asking
Yeah.
more
Well, what we
information
would be
about the
approving-
charging system.
Yeah.
But we'd be approving literally what
That.
you
Right,
submitted,
and
right?
this one does not have a digital
Doesn't
display,
have
no
anything like that.
advertising, it's
Okay.
just a level 2
And
plug and
if
play.
it changes, it has to come back.
Correct. That would be
Okay.
good question there, something we need to.
Yeah, that's a good question.
Okay.
Motion.
Motion, Mr. Jerem.
I'll second.
Second, Mr. Hubbard. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? So moved. Thank you.
Thank you.
Got advertising everything.
That's what
Make $1.
Yes.
Something to pay for it when it's not in use.
Never understood the advertising things. If you need to charge your car, you need to charge your car. What's advertising going to get you?
When you're walking by them from the parking lot, because they're always at the front of the damn parking lot.
That's true. Yep, that's true.
Link's legal,
Like once,
going twice.
Bueller,
y'all like to look at this before continuing it?
Possibly.
Because it's already done.
Oh.
Yeah, it was already done. The only thing, this is near where I live, the only thing that they did clean up the landscape somewhat, but then they don't maintain it. It's,
Yeah, we're making a big push on maintenance, so
I know
I can
you are,
put it
that's
on
great.
the list
Thank you.
if they haven't.
That would
So
be.
those done painted brick white, painted,
Yes,
Yes,
it's all,
alabaster.
fascia gray
it's
or
all done.
whatever.
That's what it used to look like, so that's what it looks like now.
Yeah, okay.
And the sign is without a permit as well?
No, the sign we're
Did we
good, right?
They got
approve the
permitted.
sign?
We
The
did
coastal
that,
sign
yeah.
did it.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think I wrote that down.
you could have been sick,
That's fine.
Yeah,
approximately.
just like Nancy said, they're really pushing on landscape, and which is important, and
Okay, let's make a motion to approve that.
Motion,
I'll
Mr.
second
Manezra, second, Ms. Dara, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? So moved. All right, 36th Avenue LLC, it's been reduced to a conceptual.
Randy
Name,
Porter?
you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth?
I do. We're requesting a final. We had some questions about it.
No, you're downgraded to
Downgraded.
conceptual, yeah,
Okay.
you're not getting a budget, they just feedback.
Okay.
You had, they gave you, the staff, excuse me, the board, they had some flood comments that they needed to work through that could alter the appearance, so that's why the staff elected to downgrade it.
Okay.
because I wondered why it didn't have lockout.
Yeah, there's a few issues that I got.
Okay.
I think the main one was with the pool. We
I
had,
don't, get with staff afterwards if you like.
okay.
Okay.
We get boxier and boxier on that.
Yeah, and it's the same old color over and over. But
Does-
that's personal, I guess.
For the board, go ahead and speak to
Part
you.
of that, unfortunately, is what we have.
Well, but you said that's what people want.
Fix that, sir.
That's what people want, you know.
But I mean, it's-
What do you do?
I'm sorry, you were asking about our design. About the-
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
you're here to
that's what you
present your
said
design,
before.
so go ahead and talk to your, to the board.
What are
about
you
it.
doing for the building?
I got you. So I must apologize. Our owner's son graduated today. He asked me to fill in. This is what we typically build. The owner of this house is looking to put it on the market and sell it. So we're asking for glass railings or metal ones. We pushed the pool back into the setbacks. As far as design, this is what we do. I apologize. I don't
No, it's nothing to apologize for. It's
Board and batten,
pretty
shake
standard
siding,
as is.
hardy
Yeah.
shake,
Mhm.
hardy board and batten,
Yes.
metal roof.
metal roofs, yeah.
I'm gonna guess
But all the
Sochi-
brick down below.
Sochi white, probably. There it is.
Yeah.
Very select friendly.
And people keep requesting it, so
That's very
we got 17 of them, and they're all very similar to this. Keep requesting over and over again.
Yeah.
I will make a comment. Could you possibly, well, who did the landscape plan? Is that the architect?
On this one, I'm not sure. We have John Rogers with Zip, usually does our stuff.
Lowry doesn't usually do landscape.
But this one's being built and flipped.
Yes.
Well, I just reference to how the landscape was done, I could tell that it probably was going to go that direction.
Is there a beach access on one side?
Yes,
To
there
the
is.
left of it, there is.
Yeah,
So, I mean,
that's
I
where you
think
need
the
to work on it.
landscaping on that side looks
Yeah,
sparse.
it is.
I mean, and I think you.
You're gonna have to beef it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
what,
That's for privacy.
I mean,
I think, and this goes to Mr. Benezer's comment a little bit from a boxy, similar standpoint. Ocean Boulevard historically has been a buy your lot, build your custom home,
Yeah.
live in it, and then it flips. And
Yeah.
now it's starting to become, because you can build these similar type buildings that the end customer doesn't really have to think about designing, and it's easy, similar to any other neighborhood that's going up around the beach, that you can just build this, flip it, sell it. And we're losing some of the character and differentiation in the designs along Ocean Boulevard.
It's a shame.
It's starting to become a little repetitive.
Like I said, I have a project that's part of that movement, and I hate it too, and it's just, unfortunately, it is what
I mean,
buyers want to do.
the entrance to this, house,
depressing.
I mean, it just looks
It looks,
cheap.
it does.
Hard to say.
The whole house, it looks inexpensive. It does.
It's, again,
just what it is.
Very little detail.
Yeah,
So
the
I'm gonna
original
ask, what's
plan
our
for this
purview
house
to
was
say?
to be all glass.
Say
It was
Yeah.
cost prohibitive.
It just needs, I mean,
It has no character, doesn't it?
no, it does not.
Well, I disagree with the statement that you just said.
Which one?
You just said the original intent of this was almost to be all glass, but it was cost prohibitive.
Oh, well.
I don't think an
I don't think-
oceanfront house,
No.
cost prohibitive,
No.
is even in the dictionary, given the designs in the homes that,
Yeah.
that
The
the
money
end
that's flowing
users have put into those. What you pay for the lot versus what it costs to build is everybody's kind of own personal business that plays into it, but there are multi-million dollar homes on the ocean front that spared no expense, so to say that you can't build something because it's cost
For
prohibitive.
this particular buyer, it was not in the cards.
Well, but he wants to find something he can flip it and go forward and make a good money, so it is cost
I spent-
prohibitive for his,
For
his,
what he's trying
for
to
his
say.
bottom
I
line.
would be the neighbor
So I
that
think
doesn't
they're
wanna
like
look at that.
two something into
If I
the
spent
lot,
whatever.
and then
I've seen the house
he's
next door to
looking
it,
at
right?
Yeah.
five.
See, I mean, you could find a buyer for, you could find a buyer for this, but yeah, look at the house next door.
Yeah.
That's
really
The
all
house
they-
next door is quite exact.
No, the other way.
Oh, to the left.
No, I mean, this house.
It's definitely conflicting.
Well, for the applicant's sake, the board doesn't take into cost or anything, they're looking at pure appearance,
Sure.
how it fits in the neighborhood. For the board's sake, this is the beach access side that you're looking at,
Yeah.
so just, let's get some feedback.
Well, it could end up having, I mean,
Is this conceptual or?
Conceptual.
But it
I
does
think the
have-
landscaping needs to be
Yeah.
beefed up on the
think it's
beach
just
access
block.
side, it's
well,
block.
a landscape professional needs to do it. I don't think that, is he a landscape professional?
I'm not sure who prepared this.
Well, I mean, it is to a minimum in order not to spend money. I'm sorry, we don't deal with that, but it's very, the plant material, I guess I could say is used correctly, but it's very minimal. It doesn't, it's not, showing what, it's not, the house is not being screened from the beach access.
So,
and
there's actually a fence that runs that whole length. and
yeah,
so-
but also just the house itself, I mean, it's towering above that. It needs to break broken up like with some palm trees or something down that access. It just needs more. And it's very minimal. It just needs to be beefed up, and it needs something that will actually work with the house rather than just going in and say, I'm gonna plant the minimum amount of shrubs that I can in order to meet code. That's not gonna work here.
Can they even put that stone wall?
That's what I was gonna ask.
That's why it's conceptual, yeah.
Because you say
Because the flood comments
Which is
made.
gonna make
Which
the
is gonna
house look
change.
even more vanilla.
Yes.
Yeah.
Depending on how you solve for
Yeah.
that, there's beautiful ways to solve.
Oh,
for
absolutely.
that, But there's also really,
Are you talking about the stone wall at the bottom of the fence?
The breakaway.
No, on the wall.
The breakaway.
you can't look like that, right?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It's
Right,
No.
it has to have.
So, well, I guess, since we're conceptual, we're just gonna give you guidance that you need to treat, whether it's breakaway or open or whatever it is that's happening there, you've gotta be really careful about how you treat that too. Because it could make this look even more generic.
If you're going to do the house like this, I want you to beef up the landscaping at least, just so it looks like it's more expensive and that it relates more to the neighborhood.
Okay.
It's just too minimal in reference
Well,
to,
the money we saved on glass, that won't be a problem.
I would think so.
I like the glass.
Yeah, I would rather have glass, I would rather have both.
Well, we're having trouble executing at a price that was.
That, yeah, I understand. But he's gonna have to beef up the landscaping in order for us to approve it.
Not a problem. And I think the other thing was the pool was in the,
Pool deck.
is within the setback. So we were moving that whole pool deck.
I think there needs to be some architectural design or undulation on the side that faces the beach access, because it's gonna be highly exposed.
Should come on the left here.
Whichever one you just had up.
Also,
Oh, that one.
this side, or I'm having a really hard time reconciling the.
So the beach
drawing
access is
to
to the
that.
It's
left.
so small.
But that's not a
Compared
flat
to the-
wall, that's an actual, that's a patio behind this wall, correct? Like, that's a,
Yeah, that sets in, but
no, not on the second floor, on the third floor. That's not a flat wall.
go to the front view again, I see what you're saying. It looks like it's just,
You see
Yeah,
that, like
Oh,
that
yeah.
giant parapet wall on the
Yeah.
left side?
yeah, that
Right.
doesn't marry up to what's
At all,
happening on
at
the
all.
side.
And
There's
I'm
something,
kind of seeing it here, but it's,
some missing
I
there.
don't see it there.
Oh, I see, what you're saying, yeah.
I don't think that's it either.
I don't think it is.
Yeah, that left elevation doesn't correspond
No,
to the
it
front.
doesn't, it's either the line
It
that's
shows as a
running.
flat wall, but you can see it in the 2D right here.
Yeah, these renderings
Yeah.
don't.
The renderings don't matter.
No,
Can you pull up A204?
I don't think
You'll
they
see
matter.
that that's.
It's just a
that
house
The
built
window
into-
wall is behind it, so
Is
this is a whole flat roof
And you got,
patio section.
you got two bump up, you got two different
Yeah,
roof
right.
heights right
Yeah,
there,
but not
with
in
that
the
upper
rendering.
line sitting there obscuring the
So
windows,
is
it's
this,
not carried on.
this is the beach access side?
Yeah.
yeah.
So
Yeah,
what
so
we're
this
gonna
has
say
gotta
is
be-
that if this is the
It's
plan
not the
for the
same.
house, it's
No.
not gonna look like that rendering.
Yeah. Have you all built this house before? Is this a prototype or something?
This house, we have
Similar?
not built before.
Have not.
No,
Or
no, sir.
you've got a disconnect between
Mhm.
the renderings and the actual house.
I would say that the back stairs and the unique, creative way to do it, I'm not terribly anti what's happening there, but it is a little weird to have that giant block of brick.
So,
Mhm.
I think this is that a porch?
I think so. I think it's a parapet wall that goes
Oh, I
on
see.
the
Really?
porch.
Oh, okay.
And I'm not sure why it's not rails all the way around. That would help it a lot instead of just.
Yeah.
a
You were talking
tall
rails right
flat
here?
wall.
Yeah.
Yeah, all of that. The front, I understand wanting to screen away from the boulevard, that's fine. but
Are
the
you
side,
talking
I
about
think
this
is
porch
necessary.
and the
Yeah,
left side to the
yeah.
right?
That way they can sunbathe on their porch without being seen.
Exactly.
I understand.
Maybe
I
that's
understand that. It
Yeah,
just
but that
looks like a
porch
big giant
overlooks
wall.
the beach.
The beach access, you might wanna consider flipping the house, so, for a little bit more privacy, if you are
That's a
gonna
good point. You could
sunbathe.
That's a very good point.
The only other question I have for you, and I guess I'll say it in I'll phrase it as a question, but it's really more of a warning. On these previous spec builds that you've done, have you downgraded the roof after starting from standing seam to
That's a
shingles?
question you would have to ask my boss. Like I said,
and
this 20 minutes before, he's like,
Rephrasing
three to
it
the
as a
wall, so
warning.
it's not a problem.
I
He
don't
knows I can
think-
talk.
So rephrasing it as a warning, I don't think that if this went forward, that we would be comfortable downgrading it further throughout the process.
No.
By
Basically, what he's
reducing
saying is there would be no
elements.
value engineering in your exterior
Post-approval.
materials post-approval
Yeah,
to
what's-
see it.
Yes.
Okay?
Right.
No changes.
Present it as you want to build it, because we're gonna.
And
stick
same
to
with the
this.
landscaping, it's gonna have to be, you have to do better than that, and it's gonna have to,
Not a problem in the world.
And I, just one last thing, when you come back after you've communicated all this to the architect, you should bring him here.
yes, that would be a good idea. Great idea.
Hasn't seen Bob in a while.
Yeah.
We haven't seen him in a while.
That's true.
You have any other questions?
My house went downgraded also this year, because I hated it every bit of it. You got to
Yeah,
go
that's
back.
right.
Go
back to that front elevation
It's
one
more time.
That's the worst thing you can do on a beach for a house.
2D or 3D?
The 3D,
But the house.
This is
when you-
okay, now go to the
coming
left
up pretty
elevation.
nice.
After I
3D?
I can't upgrade the look, but it's still box.
Yeah, that
Better
just
than-
doesn't,
Yeah. Yeah,
I mean,
she does.
this is,
That's not right.
okay, that's the side. But your windows are not coming down below that parapet wall like they're showing in your drawings.
The AI rendering,
Yeah.
kind
Gone
of
bad.
issue, yeah. I don't think it's any more than that.
The other thing that I think would help this presentation is a three-quarter view as opposed to just straight on side and straight on
Yeah, that would be
front.
interesting.
Just a 45-degree angle, 30-degree angle, whatever, just so you can kind of see.
so you kind of,
Yeah.
think it's more depth?
Well, so you can see the relationship of these oddly colliding geometries.
Yes.
Yeah, because there's some really odd things going on.
And easy tweaks to improve this house or the palatability of this house. I think we heard out here the front door, maybe a double door, maybe something a little more.
staircase even better.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
staircase, absolutely.
staircase.
It's very commercial.
Let it flare slightly or something.
Yeah, give it some character. I mean, the corbels are okay, but they're kind of weak.
I mean, I wouldn't even mind seeing that.
I think you're gonna want something above
Right-hand
those,
To
that
continue
nanowall
across the
sliding
driveway.
door, whatever you wanna call it,
Get
to
it
protect that
Yeah, I like that idea.
patio there as well.
And is that a patio or is that just like glass.
I don't know, it's your house.
Yeah, I've never seen that.
Please tell us. Please tell us.
Nation has done a few of them on the boulevard, these are those arched awnings with the aesthetics, they look really good.
I mean, that's a possibility there too.
Really nice.
Yeah, I don't think there's.
Yeah,
I mean,
that
there-
doesn't happen.
There's a wall and there's a glass railing, so I'm assuming it opens up at some point, or you can stand there.
Also,
This drawing, the
your
door's
garage-
different, it doesn't have a porch.
You're right, it is.
And
over
there's
it.
no arch on the cardboard.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is another rendition of the same house, I guess.
Your renderings do not match your drawings.
No,
Yeah,
not at all.
No,
I like the arch in the rendering.
yeah, I like
Yeah, that was better.
It was a nice element, that arch, yeah.
Good, that is good.
Okay.
that's my thing, almost four
Right.
steps,
Well, there you go.
just
Cost
kind
money.
I can see
Yeah.
why you reduced it.
I know.
It's gonna be going.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's the designer in me. It's the designer in me.
Thank you.
Thanks again.
Associated Cherries. Name for the record.
Doug Lawler?
Swear to tell the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth.
Yes, sir.
All right, what are we doing?
We are proposing a re-side, same profile siding, but just it's a 5-inch siding. She wants to change it to a gray color, castle stone, and then
Is it across the entire building or just a portion
their
of the building?
portion. So you
So
go
we're
back
gonna
to
need some vertical break
yep,
definitely
there'd
between the
be
two.
we would basically do like a inside. It'd be like a white inside corner breaking, separating the two buildings.
Okay.
Or if you want it to be color matched, we can do that. But this is basically the corner of her building. Right now, they're very similar colors. She kind of, the lady that runs the charity is trying to differentiate themselves. This would be the new color.
And what's the current siding material? Is it vinyl?
It's vinyl, yeah. Same exact profile. Roof, we're going with the charcoal roof right now. It's like a brown.
I'll second that.
Motion, Mr. Jerem, second, Ms. Dara. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? So moved.
Awesome, thank you.
Thank you.
Because this one's on, the next one's coming up on one parcel, we combined it, so y'all can look at it. They are two separate operations, but they are still proposed on one parcel.
Is anyone here?
That's your brothers. And we gave y'all quite a few comments last time. See what you've done? Yeah. Names for the record?
Drew Burtner, Jeff Gibbons with Honest Creative.
And y'all swear to tell the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth?
I do. Yes, sir.
So we had the coffee shop first and then the urgent next.
Okay.
Good, speak to your changes.
Yeah, so my understanding was there was some comments the last time regarding the signage and then the articulation once that signage was removed. So I believe that the new concept that has been proposed here does show less signage, and then the articulation involved would be that color change, and then there are some elements involving the facade and the bump out as you go from color to color there with that, and then obviously with the stone veneer for articulation purposes.
For your clarification, I think our comments, if I remember correctly, was the last time the renderings came, it had a lot of signage on the walls that we didn't think would meet code. So once the signage was reduced to code compliant, we would end up with some bare spots on the walls that would have to be treated from an architectural design standpoint. Am I remember that correctly?
Yep, that's it.
Do we have a color palette on this, some swatches, because mine is rendering a lot cooler than this warm gray.
Yeah, I don't know if that's available in this plan set.
Like I'm getting almost a, I don't know what to call it. You think so? Yeah. More of a, similar to some light colors.
Here's the original.
Oh, there it is, yeah, it's up at the top.
This is not a warm gray. What is that color?
What's the name?
Light gray, dark gray, and blue.
Oh.
It's their brand colors, it's not actual
I see.
So
paint colors.
it's RGB.
Yes.
Okay.
That's not gonna work.
So that's,
We'll have to see that.
those are more
Is this
true.
conceptual also?
It is not.
We need the actual paint colors.
Yeah,
'cause
because
that's-
we can't go buy a bucket
yeah.
of RGB 197, comma.
Right, because it's,
Because they're not gonna mix it like that.
no.
I will say the warmer tones that we're seeing on the screen, I don't know if that's accidental or not, are a little bit better than what I'm seeing on my screen. It's overly cool.
That's gonna be very accurate
Yeah.
because they're using RGB colors.
Yeah, that's correct.
But that won't be accurate when you go pull Sherwin
Does it end up looking cold?
I mean,
It's gonna
everything,
be
I think it's
Oh,
very
Yeah.
That's a
green
big
tone.
difference, yeah, that's a big difference.
Whereas you have a little bit creamish grayish color over there, this is a little more cold green.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
gets a little more taupey as opposed to.
Yeah.
Did they improve? I was not at this
The
meeting.
articulation is
The
improved.
articulation.
The articulation is
Wait,
improved.
They have a little bit. But I think we've also lost like a little bit of that signage on the side that now it's just the one
Yeah,
wall.
we
there
knew
are,
that was gonna
there are a lot
Which,
of,
which one of our concerns, and I don't think they really addressed the wall where the signage came off, specifically like the Dutch Brothers going down that large. Now, I will say, it's not an overly large building by any means either.
no, it's not.
So,
Yeah, that's
If
gonna
we get the
help,
colors worked out okay.
Yeah, that's
pretty
gonna
okay
help.
with what they've done with it.
because it's a scale.
Let me see if I can find a street view of the one, because the reason why, and I've done stuff with the brands before, they get custom colors, so there's not a showroom's color number.
Sure.
That's why they
Yeah.
provide us RGB in that.
Sure.
Sure.
Different than the Pantone that y'all saw earlier, they just pulled something off in there.
Got it, okay. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, it's still,
hexadecimal
it's still gonna be a hard
custom
translation.
color.
Mhm. Yeah, because there is a big difference.
You're saying these are
between
the prototypical company colors?
Yes, sir.
Here's,
So the building next to it is the urgent care, but they do, on the urgent care building, they've actually pulled out the extra white Sherwin-Williams color and the proposed gray.
That's what he's saying, those are not corporate colors, these are actual Sherwin-Williams colors.
These are your cover colors.
Mhm.
Yeah, these are
That
good.
is basically what you're building right there, isn't it?
Yeah, I think that could be the exact concept. I can't, with that picture, I can't say for certain, but yeah, that's about as close as it gets.
It's not mine.
That's great.
Use that my
it's
eye.
gonna be a dark gray.
And then there's lighter gray on the back end that's not showing.
Oh, the lighter, right, well, okay.
This is what I'm seeing on mine. It's gray.
That was it.
There's one that looks lighter.
Yeah,
Yeah, there's one.
That's a more of a blue gray.
Yeah, it's
Mhm.
colder.
camera, it depends on that.
It is colder.
Well, yeah, sun, camera,
Yeah.
rotation there.
I'm not so sure if we're doing the caps the same color on our plan. I that's the one thing I'm noticing, but, I mean, they'll all be within that same color palette.
Just question, because I'm seeing it on your existing building, are you doing, is the soffit of that overhang, is that wood?
The
Is
underside,
that tongue groove,
Yeah,
the
what is
underside?
that?
is that number
tongue
5
groove?
equal
Yeah.
wood?
Like that?
Yeah, got your canopy soffit there, number 5 detail.
Is that wood?
I'd have to see.
It's a nice touch from
Yeah, it
eye
helps.
level. Again, this is facing front, but when you're lower pedestrian or car, it does have a nice warming element to it.
Natural western spruce.
Yeah, that's good.
It's very good.
There we
It's
go.
a good detail.
Yeah, I think I'm generally okay
I am too.
with this.
Yeah, I think because the scale of the building, like you
Yes.
said, it's okay, maybe with more blank
This-
spaces.
This is quite close to what we're looking for, basically.
Yeah.
Yep,
Okay.
Okay, good.
that's pretty much it.
Yeah, exact same picture.
Yeah,
Okay.
same one.
All right, motion to approve.
Well, we got a urgent care.
Oh, sorry,
all
I'm
on
sorry.
One more.
Sorry.
And landscape plan, the whole 9 yards. We got everything.
Okay.
I think we had a couple comments on the site plan last time too.
You did the
in regard to the
dumpsters.
dumpster enclosure and a couple other things. Go back and see what they did
So
on
here's a
that.
dumpster, they got 2 dumpsters, urgent care and Dutch Brothers. This is the Dutch Brothers.
I think one of the comments I made was to incorporate kind of the walking gate off the side into it,
That was, yes, sir, that was it.
which they didn't do, or did they?
Yeah,
Is it
it's
there
on
or
the
not?
site plan,
It is?
on both sides, actually.
It is showing
On the site plan, okay.
On the site plan, I see it on both sides of the
Yeah,
dumpster.
but it's not on their dumpster enclosure plan.
I got you.
Built by, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
So that needs to be updated.
yeah.
So
That's
that's
actually not on that.
Oh, it's
dumpster,
just on that
that's
one.
dumpster.
Yeah, you needed them both.
Oh, they didn't do it. So they put two
They
on
put-
one and none on the other?
Correct.
So you need it on both.
You need it on both.
One, just one each, right?
One up
Right.
there, yeah.
Yeah,
Like
we
the other
could-
one, they got a gate on the side that there is no sidewalk.
Right.
So we'll, if y'all end up approving it, condition it, I'll get it on there.
Okay.
We'll call it Scribbler's error. Right? So here's your urgent.
Just being
Yeah,
nice to you.
thank you.
So I know on this one, it was just a little confusing which elevations, if you can't tell us what we're looking at
Yes.
from,
Yeah.
example,
Yes, I
from
can.
501, please.
Yes, so I'm Jeff Gibbons, I represent the architect for the urgent care shell. This is the north face of the building, it's the main entrance, but it's opposite the main road.
So for
Thanks.
one
Yes.
quick second, can
Mhm,
you
yes.
show them on the site plan, which was north, south, east, and west?
Yes, yes,
Doors face the parking lot.
Here you go.
yes, so,
Or
well,
line
no,
with the parking lot.
so the road is here on the south, and the main entry is on the north.
So that's north.
Y'all are
Yes.
looking at north.
Okay.
From 501, that's the rear of the building, so that kind of orientates y'all.
Okay.
Okay. South elevation is
It's toward the
501.
501,
Okay.
Towards the, yeah.
west.
Okay, that makes sense.
So there's your north, that's the back,
That's the back, okay.
Yes, the back of the building, but the main entry.
that's what's facing 501.
By the way.
Yeah.
That's a good upgrade from what we saw
Yeah,
last
it
time,
is.
because it actually treats the side that was before.
Facing parking lot, correct, sir?
Yes, this is facing the parking lot, and you all asked for more glazing, so we added some spandrel
Yeah.
below the clerestory windows to preserve the privacy in the exam rooms.
That's nice.
Mhm.
Facing the woods.
And facing the woods, we didn't
Yeah.
think the spandrel would be necessary since
Right.
no one's gonna see it.
Sufficient.
Yeah.
And then the new dumpster enclosure to match the look of the building, same materials, same colors.
You'll add the gate to that, right? One gate?
We will add a man door, yes.
Yes, okay.
Yes.
And we'll work with them on the landscaping to put a little
Okay.
cut through if you like.
And
Okay.
there's no proposed or even hypothetical signage on this building as of yet, correct?
They haven't provided.
We don't have a signage package yet. No.
Okay.
Is there a patio at the front of the coffee shop on that site plan? I know you got it on the side, but is there a reason that the landscaping not kind of continue
Wrapping
across the
around.
front there?
Yeah.
As opposed to all that concrete coming through there?
I'm trying to remember if there's a window there.
Is it a
or
walk-up
not.
window?
It's it looks like it's just a window into the kitchen, and that's where they put their open sign. I guess to give the concept of a working coffee shop, which it will be.
But really, no reason for the concrete to continue all the way
Yeah,
across
let's
there?
go, yeah.
Just trying to soften the front of that building just a little bit?
Because it's the 501, right?
There's a man door on this side of that, so I'm not sure. Because that's basically the blue tower that we're looking at, right, or is that?
There's no man door.
I think the tower's here.
That's the
Oh, the
tower.
tower's right
Yeah, man
there.
door goes towards the back of the drop through.
That's your
Okay.
drive-through pickup windows right there.
Okay, that's on that side.
In the front of that. There's
Yeah,
this
then the landscape does need to wrap around.
Yeah, it's just a display window, or kitchen window. Just
I
trying to-
I am wondering if there's like something involved with bringing coffee out to people, like if orders aren't quite ready at the window. That could be, but that's just a thought of my own.
Go back to the site plan one more time.
If we're extending the line there, it is quite close to that wall. That is the only thing.
Yeah, but to your-
Unless it was to come in a little
Well,
bit.
yeah, you
over.
could do
I
something.
guess to your point, if there's that man door that goes out the back towards the order boards, so if it's backed up and you're trying to get coffee like Chick-fil-A does and
Yeah.
serves 3 cars behind you and you still hold up the line, they would go out that man door. Once again, I'm just asking the question, I think that's a way to kind of soften the front of the building a little bit.
We're also 100 feet off the 501.
But it's 100 feet, oh, well, that's true. But
Yeah.
So I don't.
it's just the fact, I guess, that
3,000 feet away from the road at Broadway, you still have to soften the building edges.
I get, and that is facing 501.
Just a little thing, it's not gonna add a ton, it just,
It would,
Yeah, if you could just bring it back forward and just wrap a little bit around. If it has to be an area, they have to bring it out, but clarification would be good on that, but if we don't, that landscape would be good wrapped around to soften the front since it is 501.
And then, I guess the other question I got, the landscape strip is between the drive-through and the parking of the urgent care. Is that just sod there? I guess my question is looking at, it's not really a perimeter vehicular access area, is it?
One property, where our buffer's only on property lines and vehicular access. I mean, you can mimic it, but that would be on y'all, not our code.
But,
Well,
playing devil's advocate, if this wants to get subdivided in the
yeah,
future,
I was gonna say,
and they split down that island, then they would be required to have it, correct?
it would look better with separation for
It would, it may be a hard property to separate because of the frontage, and they don't, being that the frontage is only on that one entrance that on 501 across the railroad track, there's a lot of complicated, that's why they didn't subdivide.
You don't have enough width to have two buffers there either.
If, yeah, I mean,
You're 10 foot, you only need 5.
It's 10 foot?
yeah, you only need 5, you could do a single.
Kind of looking at a 9-foot parking space, it's pretty close to 10.
Yeah, you could do a 5-foot buffer, and you still have a grass area, which it would look better that way.
in the past, there was one property I remember, Hardee's in the red roof, used to be KFC, they came to subdivide, we actually made them put in the proper 5-foot buffer at the time.
Really?
Yeah.
They didn't have it, so we made them establish it before we
Yeah.
subdivided it too, so.
I guess it makes sense.
I mean, the shrubs are easier to maintain than having your landscaper get his mower out for that little bit of grass as well too. I don't know, yeah, if you bring a few shrubs, a few grasses down through there.
And, well, staff could take care of that. I mean, couldn't you, you want me to say something in reference to that? I mean,
Just a little direction we can work with them, but we just want to know the direction you want us to.
as long as it's like a 3-foot, a 3-foot high somewhat buffer between the two properties. One doesn't totally separate them visually, but just gives them.
Are you looking at just shrubs, or you want some trees put in, or?
Well, okay, well, I'd like to do shrubs and trees, because they already use, a lot of palm trees on this side. We could do a shrub line with some palms to do there.
Couple groupings of
You
palms.
got
and
cars,
shrubs.
you got cars hugging that curve, you really don't want to.
I mean, I'm honestly thinking it's a larivy bed or a couple,
Jasmine, something like that.
yeah,
just
or,
something.
Oh, you mean ground cover?
So,
Well,
because
a
the
little
grass
bit
is
both.
just gonna die.
Well, I'm just saying, if
Yeah,
you're thinking about the separation, then it's gonna have to be there anyway, a shrub border, it can't just be ground cover.
you have some breeze grasses that,
Well,
once again,
grasses-
not kind of overhanging into the drive aisle, but something that's got a little bit of height to it.
Well, I didn't want it on that side, I wanted it on this side, right? On the left side.
On the parking lot side, not
Yeah,
the drive-through
yeah.
side?
Right.
Alright, same argument, you'll have front of cars rolling right into that.
Well, okay, that's true, but we do that all the time. And if you run it through the center, then you
Straight
just,
through the center.
you're not,
Straight through the center, it works, something,
yeah, then, yeah.
just to create a separation.
You would just have to do it to the center, and you'd have a little strip of grass on each side. How about that?
Which is even more harder to maintain.
Well, it
Just
is.
leave the grass.
Yeah, how much grass do you actually have on this property, is that it?
Apparently, that's.
And a little bit right over there in the patio.
Well, then you may as well just do
You have
ground
grass
cover
up here, right?
and shrubs.
Oh, they got it in the front, so they're going to put the mower out anyway, so.
Well, okay, so,
You got to retract your suggestion.
Well, once again, if they, as code changes, because we know we're getting ready to go through
Yeah.
a code change, they may be able to subdivide this property depending on how the code's written, and I guess they'll have to handle it then, so.
Yeah, they wanna
I'll
leave it that
retract
way.
my statement.
yeah,
and
if they
can
wanna
handle
leave it
when
that way,
comes up.
that's fine, but,
Roll the dice.
We do not subdivide and create non-conformities.
okay. Leave it as is.
Can you go to the
Are you
paint
backing
colors
your
on
truck
the-
into that
on
parking, so
the-
you're taking out the trees, quicker?
Gauntlet grays, repose, and.
That's why when I do
I
palm
do it
trees-
every day.
When I do
I go
palm-
all the way.
When I do palm trees in the parking lot, I always make sure the palm tree is on the line of this parking space versus being in the middle of the parking
Yeah.
space, because so people don't think.
Oh, yeah.
That's the whole thing. yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
So we rise right where we
Anything
started
else?
there.
So the dumpster screen wall color is gonna match
The
building.
building.
It'll match,
Yes.
it'll match the building
Building.
exactly, it's the same material.
The other dumpster enclosure for the coffee shop matches the coffee shop
Yes.
color. You got 4 dumpsters on this property.
Okay, that's where I
It's
was.
it's a trashy place.
Or two dual dumpster enclosures.
Just dueling dumpster enclosures. Okay.
Yeah, totally does.
And we potentially have one blue-gray side and one more warm building. Okay.
Comments?
White, it's not really.
Comments, concerns, motions?
I'm good to go. Would like to make sure we put the dumpster opening on staff with the motion. That's it.
Yeah, the plant materials.
Motion to approve.
Good.
I don't know why.
That was a prompt for me for.
Motion to approve with the caveat that staff will work with them on a dumpster pedestrian entrance to each one of the dumpster beds.
One per.
One
Yeah,
per
that's
dumpster bed.
that's not particular, yeah.
I mean, if they want to, I don't have a problem.
Okay.
Like I said,
Minimum one
at
per?
least, minimum
Yes.
Yeah,
one.
one person good.
All right, is there a second to that?
Second.
Second, Mr. Jerem. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? So moved. All right, that?
Thank you very much, yes, we'll make a change.
Just enjoy the show.
Yeah.
No
comment.
No
No comment. Hey, come on.
You want to come and introduce yourselves?
Oh.
Let us know what you're doing, what you're interested in,
Hopefully we speak each
how,
other today.
how we can serve the city better.
We're both with the Downtown Lions. I'm Tanya
Oh.
Moore.
I'm
This
Lizzie
is
Gilbert.
Nancy. She's our
Nice to meet you.
from CCU, recent graduate. And we just come to see what you guys got going on, especially in our downtown area. See. Take
What-
it back.
Just out of curiosity, what'd y'all think of the diner conversion color scheme?
Yeah,
The chocolate
what
one?
was,
No,
what used to be Lulu's?
Oh.
Oh.
She said it before, you guys said it, that it should kind of like match the street as well.
Yeah, it's, I think the red and the dark blue were a little bit off the color scheme from the other buildings that were right around that area. Those were the other two things. I'm a big fan of a colorful mural. I'm a big fan of a colorful building, especially on the boulevard, so,
Okay.
And Susie, with your purple, to make it match
yeah.
the actual building, that makes sense as well.
I think the light.
You don't think it should be garnet and black?
What?
No. Colors. Teal and bronze?
Teal and bronze.
We can talk about that. We can
She's
talk
like, oh,
about
that's
that.
coastal teal.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was not good.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Yes, nice to see
We'll
you.
be back again.
Okay.
We'll
be
Good to see you. Good to see you as well.
All right, anything else from staff?
Nothing from staff.
Nothing from staff, anything from the board? Not, can I get a motion to adjourn?
So moved.